first stream of the season. Spring, summer, week 2. "12 minutes until this drop happens." Passing today. I think these could have some resell. I do have an in-store reservation at 11:30, so we'll see. I think the description says leather upper, but would not surprise me if one of these has like a synthetic leather, especially like the gold one. And them only retailing for $145. That's why I'm gonna go for them. Not online, but I have an in-store spot at 11:30 at the West Hollywood location. But online, I'm probably gonna skip. Actually, I'm gonna take a look at StockX right now and see what the price is at right now. I could be wrong. What are these called? Nike SB. I'm gonna accept these cookies. Nike SB Supreme. I think they're like CB. Is that the name of it? Yeah. Last sale $231, $145. Not a bad sale. Okay, people already tanked these overnight. I swear yesterday they were at like 300. But because they're not selling, everyone's just undercutting each other. Should you buy the purple jeans? I'd say wait. Unless you're size 30, I think that one's gone. Not bags. Because I also like the purple jeans. Ooh, smaller sizes are gone. Maybe I should have just pulled the trigger. Last time I checked it was a full size run, but now 32 and 30 are gone. But it looks like other people caught on. It's got a nice little wash on right there. Compared to the other baggy jeans from week 1, they don't really have that treatment. But it's also $168. And it wouldn't surprise me if these like kind of go up to 200 on StockX. Right now they're at 100. I have a bid at like 101 to see if I could hit. But yeah, they're expensive. Supreme baggy jeans. You might be able to wait. Last season, got those selvage denim ones for 100. And I think they retail for like 200. I was playing the waiting game, but now 32 and 30 are gone. But week 1, I don't think any heavy hitters. Besides maybe, I think the Umbro stuff is probably gone. Yeah, Umbro's gone. Some of these sweatpants are gone. Realtree's still selling out. I'm short, so I rarely go for like these Supreme pants. I have to alter them. Something like the track pants, I can't really do that. Still waiting for week 1 order. Same. Mine just shipped yesterday, so I'm not gonna get them until probably, I think it said Wednesday of next week. think after the drop, I want to see, I kind of want to take a look at everything, all the resale prices. I looked a little bit yesterday, like last night, and I'm curious to see where these stand. Because, like, I guess my size is probably a 10. Nike SBs usually, I feel like, kind of have to go up half a size. What the hell did I just click? It's kind of low. Unless I get all three, it wouldn't be worth, like, selling these. Need a crown? Oh, yeah. I think next stream, I'm going to start wearing the crown for every stream. But where is it? The crown's kind of nice. I think I'm just going to wear it every stream. Just for fun. But yeah, these... I have like one of the Air Maxes that they released back in the day. Didn't label it as like a synthetic leather, because obviously they don't do that, because I think it's going to scare people away from the product. They're already going to think it's like low quality. But I could see the gold pair being like a synthetic, just because like it has a shine to it, unless it's like coated with like the gold. The Great Wall Polo is definitely one of my top picks for the season. If the retail isn't crazy, then yeah, I'm gonna have to go for that. But I think there's like a work jacket for the Great White Polo. Not a too big fan of that one. Maybe, yeah, Mason Margiela next week. I think it's already confirmed. All these pages are posting it already. So next week is going to be a tough drop. Last time we had the MM6 drop, everything kind of flew. Almost everything had resale. I went in store, I think 11:30, but a lot of stuff was gone. I remember those hoodies were like the item. Those are gone. I think the white pair is probably the best one. They're all wearable. 145 isn't like too crazy. I'm gonna skip on the online drop, just because every time I like get any Supreme sneaker online, by the time I get it, the price tanks. So I'm like, I just don't. If I get it for resale, I'm not gonna risk it. And also, if I get it for personal, I don't know what the materials are, so I'd probably just sell it if I'm not 100% sure. What are those? I think, was it like 2 years ago or last year, those Air Max ones that I really liked? The DN ones. Damn, these went up way... I did not think these were going to go up. This is a pair that I probably could have gone in store. I just was like lazy and I didn't go. I think I showed up an hour after. And like, I think a couple people in front of me were the last ones to get pairs. So I probably could have got this pair in store. T restock. They're probably going to have a lot of stuff left over. They don't really restock too much in store. But let's go back to the Barclays. I kind of want to see where the prices are for the other colorways. I think the white ones are the best ones. It's got the classic like Supreme look. My guess, it's the gold pair is probably going to be the one with the highest resale. Yeah, they definitely got pants in store. Let me know if you want me to get a pair. They could be gone in store, actually. Looks like the white one's already doing the lowest numbers. Could be the heaviest one in stock. I don't like selling ahead of time just because I don't know if I'll be able to get a pair. I have 11:30. All right, 2.5 minutes. Retail 145. After LA tax, that's like 160. Not a terrible price. That's why I think it's going to be like a synthetic material. I could be wrong. It is a low. I think Barclays are usually highs. I'm gonna look that up really quick. Nike. Oh yeah, this is a low. So yeah, they're usually, what's the retail for these? Yeah, if the highs are 270, I don't know how these are a Nike SB and a low for 145. But I think I'm gonna try to cart. I'm just curious if I'll be able to get one. I'm not gonna check out, but I'm gonna try to see if I can add one to cart, just for fun. Yeah, it's just like a different model. I don't think it's guaranteed to sell. But 1 minute. Let's see how these do. I think I'm gonna leave StockX open here. But yeah, these are the only things dropping today. I probably should have checked to see what sold out, what didn't, because they'll probably take some of this stuff off the site. I was hoping these bootplay zip-up shirts are gonna sit. I'll talk about that later. But yeah, let me know if you're gonna go for them. After the drop, I think they're gonna go down to like 200. I could be wrong. But I'm gonna go in store just to make the content. And usually at the West Hollywood location, you can get all three. Dover Street Market is doing a first come, first serve. All right. 8 o'clock. No, they're 168. So they're not 145. That might mess up. How many can you get? Can you get all three? That might mess up the value. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I'd be able to go through really quick. No queue. These might end up sitting. For 168, that kind of changes a lot for me. Huh. It says leather upper, so I think it says it for all of them. With the higher retail, I think it is going to be. There's a chance a gold pair could be a synthetic. How close it? But yeah, let me know if you got a pair. Looks like... Yeah, I'm also curious about the fit. I'm not gonna try one in store. Usually, I think last time I went for a shoe, they let you try it on. But I'm assuming you're gonna have to go up half a size just because it's a Nike SB. Yeah, it looks like sizes are not flying. Maybe the gold one in bigger sizes, black one. Get extra laces. Refresh. Almost 3 minutes in, and damn, maybe I should have sold these ahead of time. I'm afraid to look. I'm gonna refresh right now. People are selling it already for retail. Because if you sell for $213 after fees, that's like $190, $185. At that point, yeah, you're just getting your money back. So maybe it's not even worth going to... I kind of want to see what they still have from week 1. So I'll make the trip. I don't even know if I'll pick them up. Yeah, they're sitting. Supreme Community drops. You were wrong about the prices. So they're going to be $23 cheaper. But yeah, I guess if you wanted them, it seems like it'd be an easy pickup. Even big sizes. It looked like up to size 12 was available for a bit. 4 minutes in. Biggest size on the gold is 9.5. Black still a 12. I think it was a 13 at one point. 12 on the white pair. So yeah, maybe I should have sold a pair ahead of time with my guaranteed reservation, because I don't think... Yeah, these are going to break. What about bigger sizes? Maybe if I pick up a biggest size... $11, no sales. $10.5, no sales. I don't know, kind of risky. But if you wanted a pair, looks like it was an easy pickup. Black pair. 10.5, 11. I don't know how long these sales were posted up, because I know this shoe was on StockX for like at least like 3 days ago, because that's the first time I saw them, and there was a couple high sales. Let's see. Yeah, I'll go check them out in store. Maybe it is a synthetic upper. $168 makes a lot more sense than the $145. I'll refresh one more time. Oof. 10. Okay, so the gold one might be the one that's a little bit more limited, unless it's the one that people wanted. But I don't think. Yeah, that's it for the drop. I thought we'd see a sellout time. Like, at least in the first 5 minutes. In my head, I'm like, maybe you'll have a slow sellout, but it'll still sell out somewhat quick. But now it looks like sizes are sitting. But no need to head it there early anymore. I was going to show up like at least at 11, so I could be a little bit earlier for the 11:30 time slot. Now, I don't know. If anybody wants me to pick up something from week 1, let me know. Obviously, like things that might be sitting, but that's it for the shoe drop. Did they take down everything from week 1? No, it looks like most of the stuff is still available. Kind of wish I grabbed the Real Tree Umbro jacket. Let me see. Is there a way to check? I know they change StockX all the time. I used to be able to check like Supreme's recent drop by just typing in the date and it would pop up, but now I can't do that. Last time I tried. Okay. But every few minutes or so, I kind of want to go back and see if anything sold out. All right, I think the gold pair is going to sell out. But the bigger drop today, in my opinion, was the Air Max, the Neon 95s restock. I want to. Are they still available? Because I got mine through EA on sneakers, but they might be sitting too. Oh no, these sold out. I guess I was wrong. But they're dropping everywhere, and I think you'll be able to pick up a pair. I'll probably do like a whole separate video. I do have to make a bunch of like sneaker content from all my like all-star weekend pickups. Added a medium Evolution tee in fuchsia. The Evolution tee was cool, but I think I'm okay with just having the sticker because I picked up those 2 other tees. So I'm like, I think maybe I'll regret it in the future, but I have enough tees as it is. I'll probably just add one of my tees to the review today, just to make some, fill up the content. But what are the tees at right now? Usually the tees don't perform that great after week 1. Yeah, it's not doing that great. This is a hat that I got for somebody for retail, and I kind of regret not grabbing me. Ooh, last sale 118. But by now it's 93, so that must have been a while ago. Yeah, I got this one for someone. I probably should have asked for 2 of them so you could grab one for me, but it is what it is. What else? These 2 deadly ones, I could see these. This one, I think, to me, is going to be the sleeper item of the week 1 drop. I could see the blue one. I was already a sale for 300. This one glows in the dark, so I see this one going for like $400 or $500, like later on in the season. I'm calling it now. Almost thought about picking it up because of that, but I ended up just getting a bunch of other stuff. And this season, I'm kind of holding off on buying a lot until I get rid of a lot of stuff that I have. Let's see, let's scroll through. Baggy jeans. Are they labeled as red? I think. All right, let's check up on these shoes. Only size 8 on the gold. Okay, if I go in store, I might just end up getting the gold pair. But yeah, that's it for the release. Week 2, didn't pick them up online. Good thing I didn't go for them. In store, if it does have a synthetic upper, then who knows? Yeah, they're labeled as overdyed purple, so I don't know why. 0 sales. Did they update it? So I think I might have to update my bid. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because I know someone's going to get desperate to get their money back. No, I have it. I don't know why it's not lit. Maybe I'll log in. Oh yeah, Selfer 101. That's mine. That one is my bid. But if you want any of these jeans, you could just try to place a decent bid and you could get it under retail. It might take like a month, maybe 2 months. That's what I do, and it works. What else? What about these bags? I kind of just skipped over the bags this season. I didn't think they were that great. Maybe the mini duffel bag was the only one that's like fine. But alright, I want to take a look at this filled zip-up hooded sweatshirt. This is another item that I could see like having some high sales later on in the season, but did it even sell out before I move on? Yeah, they all sold out, so it's very simple, but I could see this like going for a lot. 500 already for this blue one. Another sleeper item. Let's see. Okay, so I sold my football top. I sold it super low. I think I made like $30. Just because this was going to be like a personal pickup for this one. Because I thought this colorway was great. I could see this going up in the long run. That's not my sale. I sold it on the Alias app. No way. Last sale 562, 64. That's probably, unless it's an early sale, wouldn't surprise me. Oh, I'm on their small, so I'm not even on their all of them. 298. Yeah, these are gonna do numbers, I think. Just because of like the studs, quality wise, it'll do well. Check pants again. Waiting for your order to get delivered today. Yeah, here in the West Coast, we get it super late, so it makes sense to get it in store. I literally got the email yesterday. And I think it said Wednesday that I'll get it, so next Wednesday. So that's 2 weeks to wait on these beanies. Oh, actually, no, I looked at something else. It doesn't even have an update. I think it just says label created. Yeah, hasn't even shipped. But yeah, here are the pants. No sales, really. Alright, let's kind of just keep on scrolling. I always forget what else dropped. Like I said, jeans would be good to get them under retail. I did like this mossy oak jacket. It did sell out, so... Okay, I think this one, yeah. This one's going to be a tough one to get under retail. In my opinion, the red one was probably the best one. I think I'm going to go under my smalls. No sales as of yet. But people have high bids. 300. 280. And it did sell out online. Alright, let's get past a lot of these things. What about these beanies I got? Gothic beanies. Okay, these are kind of bricks. 72. I guess I was wrong. StockX takes forever. It does. I did get one pair of shoes that took like less than a week. So I got like those New Balance 1906L. The Ghani pair. I sold mine, but then I pretty much sold it for retail on Elias, and then because I got the wrong size, so I ended up just getting it again on StockX for a little bit under retail. Is the Spider-Man jacket on there? On StockX? No, I feel like they're not. Actually, let's check really quick. It's too early to have it on StockX. They're only gonna have the tees. Yeah, I feel like they only post stuff close to like the week that it releases. So they usually don't have stuff up on StockX like weeks ahead, because we don't know when the drop's going to be. I think I looked at everything. Okay, the football jersey, of course, the one time I don't pick up a football jersey, it ends up doing numbers. Yeah. I always pick up the football jerseys. The one time this season, I decided to pass on them. They're going for like 300. Of course, the front looks great. Back. I just hate it, but people love it. But I guess that's just people who like Supreme. That's what they like. I don't like the back. The front is great. Wish they just went simple, but it is different. So it's completely different than any of the other jerseys we've seen. So maybe that in itself makes it desirable. But okay, the red one isn't doing great. White one, black one. $300 sales. I passed on it. They were sitting in store when I went. When I had my 1:30 time slot, I showed up at like 2:30 around there. They had these available. I didn't pick them up. I was like, I'm just gonna pass on them. They're not gonna sell. And then here we have $300 sales. Of course, the one time I pass on them, because I usually go for things that I think I like. Like if it doesn't sell, then you get to keep it. But I do like the colors they picked on the back of the jersey. I think what was retail 148, so that's another reason why. But like every jersey that I got last season, I think is a brick or going close to retail. So that's one of the reasons I'm like, I think I need to take it easy on the jerseys. Jersey fatigue is really hitting everyone, but I guess not. Just some people just wanted something different. All right, Crown's going for $28. It was free. I remember that first day there was like a couple $60 sales, so I probably should have sold it. Closest store to use, Chicago, 2-hour drive. Parking is ridiculous. Yeah, like I don't like waiting in line for a couple hours unless I have a reservation or somebody helping me out. I don't really want to do the drops anymore. Because like last week I had a reservation and I had somebody help me out at Dover Street Market. And then this week I have another reservation. But people camp out overnight. Last week people were there almost a full 24. Alright. Let's see how this mini duffel bag's at. I think retail was 78. Last sale 115. Okay. Because last time I checked, this is the one that's like sold out. I think a few of the other colorways. Alright, people like the mini duffel bag. I agreed, but I kind of skipped on the bags this time around. Skate deck. Did not think this was going to be hitting like it is now. Last sell 1,400. What did this retail? I think it was like 800. But what I've been seeing people online get, they're all getting like damaged skate decks. So that's like the one issue with skate decks that might suck. Yeah, I didn't like the back of the jersey, so that's why I passed on it. But I think I'm starting to lose like the idea of what has resell because I thought that one was going to sit. I'm like, these jerseys are going to sit. But they're already selling for 300, more than like any of the other jerseys from last season. I think I went through everything that I wanted to go through. Let's see. Just kind of scrolling to see if anything interesting. Maybe I'll just look up. Just gonna check through here. I did like these, but $500. Kind of just skipped over them. Umbro jackets. I got the black one. Maybe I'll take a look at the price. This boucle zip up, like I said, I did like. I thought it was gonna sit because it was sitting for a couple days, but it sold out. What else? Okay, the Vanson long sleeve. This is another item that I should have just picked up to sell. This one I had a feeling. I was like, this one's gonna do well. It's not doing as great as like the jersey, but in the long run, I could see these going over like 300. Maybe not every colorway, but blue one. And maybe the white one and pink one. I'll take a look at StockX. I do want to see where these are at. I know the red one was like the tough one to get. I should have told my friend to give me the red one because I could have got the black one, I think, at Supreme on drop day. That's pretty much it, but let me go back. Okay, so the gold ones sold out. White one's eventually going to sell out. There'll be a restock. Black one. Okay, these will sell out. It's already been 26 minutes. It is going to take some time. I don't hope I get another crown. But let's take a look at these Vanson long sleeves. I want to take a look at the Umbro stuff. Last sale, $194. Okay, looks like people are like kind of undercutting each other. They're not as high as I thought they'd be. Like the little, like lower 200s. Retail for 148. Because when I went in store, they had all of these. Okay, this one might take some time. I think the jerseys went under the radar. There might have been a lot of people like me who thought they weren't going to do well. Last out 309 for the Real Tree. 245. That's a little bit over retail. Black one, 255. It's a little bit over. 240. I think these are going to go up. Don't know how long it's going to take. Umbro stuff does go up over time if you do want to sell it, but I think it's a nice track jacket. Probably better than last season's. I like it more because the other one is just like an all polyester and it feels very thin. This one doesn't feel thin. I think that's everything I wanted to check. Faux fur pillow. This is another item I think people were going for to sell. 223. This one's 100% going to go up over time. But I think I'll leave it. But once again, if you enjoy these videos, hit the like button, subscribe. Wait, before I end this, do I think the Great Wall Polo will be popular? I think it's going to be popular. I could be wrong, unless it has an expensive retail, because I'm going to be going for it. But who knows? There's a lot of items this season which I think could go under the radar. Obviously, the Spider-Man stuff is going to go like... There's a lot of hype. Same thing with next week. The Margiela collab is going to go crazy. I don't know how the Misfits stuff is going to do. So the Misfits stuff and the Great Wall stuff, I have no idea. I feel like the Great Wall stuff will do well. Misfits are... It's like hard to tell. Kind of just scrolling through. Maybe I'm just like out of the loop. Like I just don't know what's going to do well. But we'll see. There's a lot of stuff I do want to go for. Scream stuff, I don't know. I don't think it's going to do well. Then these accessories just kind of depends on the retail. I do want to get this mic. But yeah, I'll just leave it there. Hit the like button, subscribe. We'll come back next week and I'll try to have a video up later.